With Facebook ads, even though it's a cold audience and it's interruption marketing, they're not looking for you. You've put yourself in front of them, but you're putting yourself in front of them in such a way that they then get to choose to opt in. The power of organic marketing is that the people who do decide to follow you, they are an even warmer audience, I would say, earlier into them getting on your list than, say, a cold lead. To be clear, I believe in both Facebook ads and organic marketing. I think especially paired together, they can be very powerful. But Facebook ads, I stand by it, particularly for people who were a little bit earlier in their business, actually for everyone. But in other words, people who are early on in their business benefit from it just as much as people who are further into their business and sales, because organic marketing, it just takes so much time in order to find the targeted audience that would be willing to actually patronize your business. And especially when you're really thinking about your sales cycle, right? So it takes time to find them and then time to nurture them in order to turn them into a buyer. Whereas with Facebook ads, even though it's a cold audience and it's interruption marketing, right? They're not looking for you. You've put yourself in front of them, but you're putting yourself in front of them in such a way that they then get to choose to opt in, okay? So they are still making a conscious choice to want to find out more, okay? And that is probably one of the most powerful things about conversion ads. It's because they are still making that choice to take that step towards you, but also it gets you in front of the right audience kind of right away, very quickly, very targeted. Whereas with organic marketing, your content goes wherever the algorithm says that it's going to go. You don't have really any control over who gets to see that content. But I will say the power of organic marketing is that the people who do decide to follow you, and then who knows how long they follow you before they finally actually take that step towards you, by then they're pretty convinced. They are an even warmer audience, I would say, earlier into them getting on your list than, say, a cold lead. But nonetheless, when you're building that organic audience, a lot of them are still lurking, kind of hanging out, kind of taking advantage of your free content, and may go directly from that to a sale. But nonetheless, there's so few of them, and it's just really hard to identify how many of them might actually later on convert. Whereas with your ads, right, you can get leads, you can get, let's even just keep it simple. You can get 100 leads within the time of a week or two, right? And convert a percentage of them. So it just doesn't work that quickly. With organic marketing, you can't scale it. You just can't, right? But you will find me doing both. I am on Instagram. I cross post to Facebook, just by nature of clicking the button and say, hey, also put this on Facebook. And then I very purposefully, create YouTube content. So all of that is organic. It's a great way for people to find my business, right? If in fact they didn't see my ad, but it just gives you multiple ways to have your business out there. And then also, even for the people who do take you up on maybe your first offer through your Facebook ad, sometimes they want to go look you up. Sometimes they want to find you somewhere. Maybe they want to look at you on Instagram or figure out that you have a YouTube channel or a podcast or wherever else that you hang out. And they want to binge some of your content. So you need to have something there, right? Or even if they're not binging it, they just want to check and see, is this person current? When's the last time that they posted? If it was 6 months ago, they might be like, red flag. Let me make sure this isn't a scam. Let me stay on their list. Let me make sure that this isn't just, someone who's got a bunch of automated emails. Whereas when they see that you are showing up pretty consistently, you start to become a lot more real to them, even if it's once a week or twice a month, whatever that is. Be somewhat semi-current on your organic channels, just so that if somebody who is a cold member from your ad wants to look further into you, they have something to actually verify that you're the real deal. So between the two, if I could only choose one, I would definitely do paid marketing. In fact, when I do have my ads on, I focus pretty much all of my attention, I would say at least 90% of my attention in terms of my marketing goes towards that and my email marketing versus organic, because it's such a free flow and it's so important to be like, okay, I'm spending money on this. I need to make sure that this is, working and going to get me my bang for my buck. But if my ads are off, then I might have a little bit more time to post, just because the ideas come. As ideas come, that it's like, oh, I can create this post, then I just create it. In fact, I'm more likely to do that when I just have the idea or the feeling or the intuition to post on Instagram. I hate posting just to post. It feels horrible. It's a really good way to get addicted to social media if you feel like you have to post and then you have to be on the platform just to give it some traction. I don't want to do that. I don't like that. So I do prefer Facebook ads and which also is on Instagram, paid marketing over organic. But I get to enjoy my organic marketing simply because I do have the paid ads and I don't have to rely on my organic marketing. I don't have to feel like I have to show up every single day or else. It's just not like that. And so I get to post when I feel like it, which is pretty often now, because I have so much traction with my ads. But it actually makes organic marketing a lot more fun. I get to be more creative and just do what I want to do. Obviously, still within the realms of serving my audience, but I don't feel like I have to, let me quick create a post for the sake of being there today, because I know that I post enough and I'm definitely going to create more content and opportunities through my paid advertising to get my leads and sales for the month.